So, good afternoon, classmates. Today, we present our visual map of the institutional structure focused on Badac. Our aim is to clarify how Badac fits within the broader multi-tier anti-drug architecture, how it coordinates with other agencies and councils, how jurisdictional lines are drawn, and to justify our strategic choices in mapping these relationships. So, may I call on Ms. Badac to report the first.
To continue the discussion of Ms. Tanduyan, overview of Badac and legal basis. To situate our mapping, we begin with the legal and policy foundation of Badac. The Badac is created pursuant to regulatory framework for the anti-drug campaign in the Philippines, notably the Dangerous Drug Board RDDB. Board Regulation Number 3, Series of 2017 mandates the creation, reorganization, and revitalization of local anti-drug abuse councils, including Badac at the barangay level. Further, the joint circular of the Department, the Interior and Local Government, DILG, and other agencies, Joint Circular Number 2018-521, sets out the rules and responsibilities of Badacs, including identification and reporting of drug dependents, suspected drug personalities, and illegal drugs laboratories. The policy rationale at the barangay level, Badac acts as a primary local organ for prevention, monitoring, referral, and local operations in the anti-drug abuse campaign, recognizing the drug menace must be tackled from the grassroots.
So, to continue, the section 2, the composition, mandates, and functions of Badac. In this section, we outline who composes Badac, what its key mandates are, and how these functions inform its relationships and jurisdiction. A. Composition. According to the regulatory model, for example, Senate bill documents, a Badac shall be composed of chairperson or the punong barangay, vice chairperson or the sangguniang barangay member, Committee on Peace and Order, members, the sangguniang barangay representatives, Committee on Women and Family, Committee on Health, sangguniang kabataan chairperson, public school principal or representative, and chief canon, at least 2 NGO representative, 1 church-based, 1 civil society, or the barangay health worker. Advisor, city or municipal chief of police or representative. This multi-sector composition emphasizes local governance, law enforcement interface, health education link, youth representation, and civil society participation. B. Mandate or its key functions. Per the same source, Badac's roles include creation of the barangay anti-drug plan of action, submission to higher councils or the Badac, Municipal Anti-Drug Abuse Council or the CADA, City Anti-Drug Abuse Council. Setting quarterly targets to reduce drug affectation, achieve drug-cleared status. Empowering community reporting of drug-related cases, award documentation and systems. Identifying drug-affected places, work sites, house clusters, streets, where violations of RA 9165 occur and reporting to the local PNP or the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency or PDEA. Also maintaining records of residents, suspected drug users, peddlers, lab facilities in the barangay. And ensuring operation of barangay rehabilitation referral desk or system for persons who voluntarily surrender, placing higher level rehabilitation monitoring structures, conducting regular consultative meetings at least monthly with community groups, PCTA, youth groups, religious organizations, homeowners, and etc. for prevention education. Conducting IEC or information education campaign on illegal drug demand reduction, assisting law enforcement operations, and submitting monthly annual reports. C. The jurisdiction and scope. Badac's jurisdiction is at barangay level, smallest political unit, and it is the first line of defense of the anti-drug campaign, recognized as a community-based body. Functionally, it does not have national enforcement authority. It coordinates with municipal and city councils, higher government agencies, local police, rehabilitation agencies. Thus, its role is more local planning, monitoring, data gathering, referral, prevention, and supporting operations rather than large scale supply interdiction.
Next is the visual map, design and strategic choices. We now present our visual map of Badac within the multi-tier anti-drug institutional network. I will walk you through the key design decisions. At the center, we place Badac, but at the barangay level, emphasize its foundational role. Above Badac, we place the Municipal Anti-Drug Abuse Council and the City Anti-Drug Abuse Council, depending on the local structure. These higher councils receives monthly or quarterly reports from the Badac and provide oversight, coordination, and consolidation. Above Badac and Badac, we place the Badac or the Provincial Anti-Drug Abuse Council, which consolidates across municipalities, cities, and links to national agencies. To the side of the map, we included multi-sector support agencies such as Health Department, Social Welfare Department, Education Sector, law enforcement agencies like the PDEA and the PNP. That coordinates horizontally with the Badac via referral, data sharing, or operations, and vertically with Badac, Badac, and the Badac. We included feedback loops showing that Badac does not just receive policy, but produces data, reports that influence higher bodies, which then decides interventions, allocates resources. We visually differentiated roles, planning or monitoring from the Badac, coordination and oversight from the Badac, Badac, and the Badac, and policy or regulations from the national level. We mark jurisdiction boundaries, Badac's barangay jurisdiction, and the municipal anti-drug abuse councils, and the provincial and national agencies rule their duty. Why these choices? The center placing of Badac asserts its significance in its practice because drug abuse response begins at the barangay level. The structure reflects that actual policy architecture such as barangay through municipal and city through provincial as per regulatory documents, including horizontal agencies, shows that Badac is multi-sectoral, not purely law enforcement, which is supported by research on community-based drug prevention. The dual flows emphasize that Badac is both reactive in terms of responding to drug-affected places referrals and proactive in terms of prevention, education, and monitoring, consistent with literature. Highlighting jurisdiction helps clarify who does what and where duplication or coordination issues may arise.
Justifications for design justice. In this section, we explain how Badac coordinates with other bodies, what jurisdictional overlaps may exist, and how the map help us visualize and mitigate them. So first is Badac submits monthly reports to municipal or city council or the Badac and Badac and DILG field office. Badac is also licensed with local law enforcement, the barangay tango, and PNP when it identifies drug-affected places or persons who use drugs. It coordinates with the health and social welfare, also the education agencies for prevention, demand reduction, referral, or surrender person. The higher council is the Badac, and the Badac. Coordinate with the national bodies, the without clarity, there is risk of duplication or conflict. Also, resources limitation. Local barangays may lack of budget, training, or human resources. Literature proves that Badac may be seldom fully functional due to these constraints. And also, data reporting, ensuring monthly reports are timely and escalated correctly, and then big bottleneck across values. And for example, imagine a barangay identified a house cluster suspected of illicit drug activity. Badac initiates the reporting, alerts the barangay personnel, issues an EIC campaign in the area, coordinates with the health and social welfare for possible surrender and rehabilitation of users, and escalates to Badac for municipal level follow-through.
So the specification and strategic insight. We now present the specification for our mapping strategy and identify insight and information for practice or policy. Our map aligns with the legal mandates and official function of Badac as outlined in B2B Order Regulation number 8 2017 and related circular. We integrate both supply side education, referral, support through operation, and demand side prevention, education, referral, function reflecting a comprehensive anti-drug approach. We correctly deficit the vertical flow grounded to municipal and city to provincial, which is grounded in building practice and implementation. We ensure the multi-sector inclusion, health, education, NPC, and NGOs, reinforcing that Badac is not isolated but embedded in community governance. Strategic choices and their utility by visual emphasizing Badac's centrality, we elevate the view that local grassroots and actions is critical. This can help stimulate better investment and capacity building at barangay level. By highlighting reporting, feedback loops, we emphasize monitoring and evaluation as essential, not just operation. This addresses a known weakness in anti-drug programs. By clarifying the rules of higher drug councils and national agencies, we offer a map that can be used by practitioners to identify where to refer, where jurisdiction lies, and where coordination is needed, thus supporting operational quality. By expediting mapping horizontal agency for health, social, and education, we reinforce that drug abuse response is multi-faceted. This can guide the solution of who does what at barangay level to avoid slowing.
So, in conclusion, our visual map and explanation demonstrate a conceptually accurate, well-articulated, and strategically justified framework of how Badac fits within the anti-drug institutional architecture of the Philippines. We believe that by understanding Badac's composition, mandates, coordination flaws, reporting mechanisms, and jurisdictional boundaries, stakeholders can better navigate the system, improve efficacy, and support